Hi, Tracy. Welcome. Can you please introduce yourself and your company to the audience?
My name is Tracy Trachsler. I'm the managing director of TKYOLABS. We're part of the CV group, which includes CVVC, that's Crypto Valley Venture Capital. We're a venture capital firm based out of Switzerland, focusing on early stage blockchain startup investments.
So what's the criteria, what's the parameter? What are the companies you're looking for? You're here at Consensus, looking at different projects, companies. What would you like to see?
So we generally look for pre-seed, seed stage, up to Series A investments. Our criteria is actually fairly broad. So the only requirement is that you're building a blockchain-based solutions. We generally don't invest in layer one, so we're really focusing more on the dApp side, practical use cases that essentially help, let's say, revolutionize a particular industry with an innovative business use case. So far we've made 47 investments to date, mainly equity deals. So 43 out of those 47 are all equity deals. 4 token investments. We just started doing token investments this year. One of the main catalysts there was the emergence of the DeFi space. I think in order to be competitive as a VC on the DeFi side, you have to be willing to do token investments. So it's something that we're excited to have introduced to our offering this year. But I think really just main criteria, innovative Web3 use case, regardless of which industry you're looking to tackle. In our portfolio, we're covering everything from like the digital marketing space online to agri-tech, med-tech, fintech. It's a fairly mixed batch.
What can we do as women to get more women introduced to the space?
I think maybe my main recommendation is don't be scared of entering the space. It's a steep learning curve, but everyone faces that learning curve. So it's not something to be afraid of. In general, one of the nice things about this industry is that people are very open with their network, are very open with their time, and are very much willing to help you sort of tackle that mountain of information that you're going to be exposed to. The space needs expertise from various industries. So whether you're in marketing, whether you're in other areas of tech, it doesn't really matter. We need that outside expertise. If we only stay within our own bubble, then we're really limiting sort of the different problems that we can tackle, or the types of ideas that we generate out of the space. So please feel free, view it as an open industry that is actively looking for your talents. So even if you don't have the knowledge yet, it's something that you will acquire fairly quickly, and you have expertise that is very much relevant to the space itself.
And personally, for you, what was the cause that introduced you to crypto, and what made you kind of get into that pretty new industry?
I actually didn't come into the space via crypto at first. For me at the time, this was 5-6 years ago, I was working for a security think tank that focused on security policy. And one of the sort of research verticals at the think tank was emerging tech. And so I'd had a lot of Bitcoin evangelists in my life way before then that kept telling me, you should be interested in crypto, etc. But it wasn't really something that I'd come across in my own industry quite yet. Of course, like payment services, etc. is a big part of it. But on the security side, it's not something that I'd stumbled across. And then I think 6 years ago was my first sort of exposure to a practical use case on the armed forces side that was looking at it as a sort of cybersecurity case to secure a lot of their radar communications. And so I thought, okay, there's more to this than just I'm not trying to reduce it, but there's more to it than just relevance for the financial or payment space. And so I started looking into it more, and then shortly after, I think within the next 6 to 12 months, I made the switch into the private sector, specifically focusing on software development in the space, and it was such a revelation. I've stayed there ever since.
I think sharing your stories, I think maybe opens up to more women to join it, because it's not as scary as it might sound. And people in crypto usually don't buy it. It's actually a very friendly community. So thank you so much for coming to the show and taking time out of your busy schedule to be here. Pretty much appreciate it. Thanks, Tracy.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.